Hi, my name is Christine.
And I'm Abby, and we're here to do an online course on the senior badge Locavore.
So, what is a locavore? A locavore is someone committed to eating locally grown seasonal foods, and the effects of a locavore can be very important toward helping the environment and supporting local farmers. We're going to be earning the badge through this video and one more following video, so we'll go ahead and get started.
Activity 1. Explore the benefits and challenges of going local.
So for this activity, we're going to ask for you to brainstorm and come up with your 5 best questions to ask a local chef about the benefits and challenges of getting their food locally. To help you out with connecting with a local chef, we've had a wonderful local chef volunteer to help us out by answering your questions. So send those 5 questions into Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan, and our local chef, she will answer those questions in our next video.
Activity 2. Find your local food sources.
Purchasing food, especially fresh produce, when they are in season, cuts down on transportation costs and the related environmental impact. For this activity, research online and review calendars of when different produce is in season in your area.
Activity 3. Make a simple dish showcasing local ingredients.
Locavores often praise the fresh flavors of local ingredients. For this activity, make 2 dishes that are the same, but make one dish with at least one of the main ingredients being something that was grown locally, and then enjoy it with your family and compare.
For this activity, we will be making blueberry smoothies, one with blueberries grown in Michigan and the other with blueberries grown in Kansas. For making smoothies, you will need a blender, 2 cups for each person, 2 cups of frozen fruit. We are using blueberries, 2 cups of milk. We are using almond milk, and 2 tablespoons of honey. Activity 4. Talk to a chef who specializes in locally grown foods.
Join us for our next video where our local chef will not only answer your questions from activity 1, but will be joining us to share a favorite recipe for you to try also.
Activity 5. Try a local cooking challenge.
For this activity, we will be making a simple cherry jam made out of locally grown cherries. I hope you enjoy it. Before we get started with making the jam, we must sterilize our jars and lids first. This way bacteria won't ruin what we make. You will need a large pot, kitchen tongs, a strainer or drying rack, and 2 jelly jars and their lids. These should have already been washed in a dishwasher or with clean soapy water. First, put the jars and lids in the pot and cover them with enough water that there is an inch of water over the tops of the jars. Heat the water to a boil. After it is boiling, continue to boil for another 10 minutes. Then turn off the burner and carefully use the kitchen tongs to move the lids to a drying rack. Carefully use the kitchen tongs to move the jars from the hot water one at a time to drain the hot water and move them to the drying rack.
For making a simple cherry jam, you will need the following items: a pot, a small plate, a baking sheet, 2 sterilized jelly jars and their lids, a stirring spoon, a potato masher, a ladle or large spoon, and oven mitts. Simple cherry jam. This jam requires only 2 ingredients: 2 cups of pitted cherries, either fresh or frozen, and 1/3 cup of sugar. 1. Heat the oven to 220 degrees Fahrenheit and put the sterilized jelly jars into the oven to warm them while the jam is being made. 2. Place the small plate in the freezer. 3. Put the cherries and sugar in the pot and heat on the stove over a medium heat. 4. When the sugar begins to melt, mash the cherries with the potato masher. 5. Stir well, then allow to come to a boil. 6. Continue to cook, stirring regularly until the jam starts to thicken. This will take about 25 to 30 minutes. 7. Check for readiness by removing the plate from the freezer and putting a little bit of jam on it. Turn plate sideways. If the jam slides down slowly, it's ready. If it slides quickly, it needs to cook longer. 8. Remove jars from oven and ladle or spoon the jam into the jars. Leave at least 1 inch of space from top of jar. Allow to cool and store in fridge.
Hi.
Hi.
We're just wrapping up a wonderful day of earning the Locavore badge with you. Just wanted to touch base on a couple things that you might have been wondering about. Like, hi, this is March, and how did you get locally grown cherries and blueberries? Well, we lucked out by connecting with a local co-op grocery store that works with local farmers to have fresh farm to freezer fruits and vegetables. So that's an option like we were able to take advantage of, and across Michigan sometimes our normal local grocery stores will also have some wonderful frozen fruits and vegetables that you can have access to in the meantime until it's the main growing season. Also, we were trying out the jam for the jam recipe for the first time today, and we did find that we did not end up needing both jars, that the jam ended up cooking down to just 1 jar worth. So just wanted to share that it might be good to have both jars that are recommended with the recipe, to have those on hand just in case. But I just wanted to let you know that we found 1 jar was plenty. Thank you so much for joining us today, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.